This time on Roadkill, we take a trip down memory lane. You get to see my beard grow in real time, and as a bonus, the fastest pass the F-bomb has ever made.
This first clip is probably the first time I personally broke a frame in half on Roadkill. This is the second episode that we shot, which is actually the first episode that we aired. The trip with the, whatever it was, 73 Pontiac Catalina from El Paso to California. And we stopped and went off-roading in quads. Well, we're moments away from leaving the sand dunes and I managed to break my ATV. Look, the frame is in two pieces. And as a result, the carburetor pulled off the motor and the motor won't run. See? This is carburetor, this is motor, this is gap. Ruh-roh.
It's a poor design right there.
Is that the very first thing I ever broke on Roadkill? Because this is the first episode that aired, but not the first one we shot. This is me playing a gag on Finnegan, which never made the final cut.
For the race, strategy, well, Freiberger will immediately go to thinking that I'm not faster, so I'm going to try and take him out at the start. Which means he may swerve one way and expect me to swerve another way. So I don't know, I may just try to drag race him, you know, play it fair. If I can get to the corner first, I will. If not, I'll put him in the dirt.
Okay, so that's your strategy for the race. What's your strategy? He just peed in the back of your van, by the way.
That's gonna smell good later. And this is the episode where you actually destroyed your spine.
It is. You can see in this episode when I jump the wagon, it's funny in slow-mo to watch my head go all the way up to the headliner, and when the thing lands, I compress all the way down in the seat, and I remember a sharp pop when I landed, and you see me get out of the thing and go, oh! And long story short, I destroyed the lowermost disc in my back. I am bone on bone. Right there, two vertebrae, junk. They want to fuse it.
You should sue. You could own this whole thing, dude.
Yeah.
Datsun.
All 20 bucks worth.
Yeah, the Datsun, the Volkswagen, it could all be yours. You have redemption. You have the faster, more maneuverable automobile, which we've strapped watermelons to. It's my job to try and smash the watermelons.
Clearly, I lose. Again, in the Van and Wagons episode, what we actually showed you on the show was the watermelons bouncing around in the back of the vehicles as we went down that one road. But another thing we tried that never made the screen is gaff taping the watermelons to the outside. Gaff tape is gaffer's tape. It's like double throwdown 200-mile-an-hour tape, like duct tape, but better. But it failed us that day.
I forgot how much fun that was, because that whole episode was just drive around like idiots.
Completely.
It's great.
Yeah, and it's got a lot of views.
Yeah.
Maybe we should drive like idiots more.
Yeah, one time we went to Australia to film Roadkill, and we were there, I think, a total of 4 days.
Oh yeah, it was bad, and we went to both coasts in that time.
Yeah, and so we flew for 30 hours or something, didn't sleep at all, met up with this guy, Gup.
He took us to this guy's shop where he had a couple of alcohol funny cars. And for whatever reason, we show up there, walk around the shop for a bit, and the guy breaks out some Corona and says, gotta go, and he takes off. And this is kind of what happens afterwards.
Yeah, we sat around in his backyard and drank beer until video guy Skippy got drunk and went on a swing.
He looks 7 years old on the swing. These next clips are from the Dragwar episode. They're all things you have not seen before. Never been in the episode, never been in a Q&A show.
The thing is, I'm still convinced we could cool it off and it'll run, but then again, we do have this community donation center right here as if by coincidence.
We could generate some goodwill at the Goodwill. You know, we put a new long block in it, it's gonna do it again. Hi, Adam. I'm calling to find out what it takes to donate a car to the Goodwill.
He's working on donating, I'm working on fixing.
That'd be great, because I have a car and I'm literally sitting at one of your Goodwill drop-off stops, and I'd love to give it to you. 1974 Jaguar XJ12. One of only 450 made. Well, we're feeling, you know, a giving mood, and why not? It's for a good cause. I'll hang out here until she calls. It's really hard to give away a broken car these days. And he goes, well, you said it's a Jaguar? And I'm like, yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find Sally, and I'll call you back. I didn't tell him it was a brown Jaguar and then it had a dead motor in it. He can find that out after he gets here. He won't be disappointed. Literally, the Goodwill, you know, you donate things, you get a tax deduction. I didn't even want the write-off. I just tried to give them a Jaguar, and they said no. The moment they said, does it run? I said no. They said, we don't want it.
Yeah. Wow. Picky about their free stuff.
I'm unpacking the car while Freiberger goes to the auto parts store to buy stuff to fix it. And then I'm going to park the car over there behind those semis, and when he comes back, I'm going to tell him I gave the car away. He'll probably believe me, because at this point in the day, after this many breakdowns, somebody would do that. Why not me? It's gone, dude.
Seriously? No.
Yeah.
No. I'm not believing you.
I know. That's why it's going to be a real eye-opener later when we drive home and you're still not believing us.
I'm still not believing you.
You wrap it. I'd love to see you wrap this right now. What I want to see is how you say the words, and then later on, when you accept that the car's gone, how you would say the words then. Say it with disbelief now.
I'm still not believing it.
So you can re-record it later.
Yeah, we ultimately ditched the Jaguar at the side of the road at the end of that episode. We had truly killed that poor motor.
We melted.
Yeah, melted
Like
it.
We were driving down the road watching the temp gauge climb, and this is after we put a radiator in it, and it just stopped moving.
Oh, it must have blown a head gasket or something. It was terrible. A lot of people wonder how big is the crew that follows along with Roadkill, and usually it's 2 to 3 video guys and that's it. And yeah, they do carry our tools for us and our generators every once in a while. And this is a little behind the scenes look at that.
The video guys, as you may be aware, are not in fact riding with us. They've got this minivan. And since they were going to be here anyway, we just happened to throw some tools and a generator in the back of it. Yeah, it's not really like a road trip. It's an adventure anyway. That's Sparky right there. Say hi, Sparky.
Need your generator, David?
Yes, I do. Thank you. Could you remove this radiator for me, please?
We've got it covered. You don't have to do anything.
Okay. And that's how we handle Roadkill.
I'll be in my trailer.
Yeah.
So this is our second attempt to go to Alaska, I believe.
This was our successful attempt to go to Alaska.
And this is us sitting on the side of the highway before getting to Alaska. We thought we had to get rid of all of our illegal fireworks, and so David spent a solid 20 minutes trying to make fire when it was minus, I don't know, 10 degrees out.
So we stood in the middle of the highway with nobody within, like, who knows how many miles in either direction, just firing off fireworks.
It better be good. Yeah! Wow! That's loud!
That was great.
That was worth the 20 minutes.
Yeah, let's do the next one.
This is what you didn't see in the episode with the flat rod Jeep when we tried to give the thing away, actually in exchange for paying our bar bill.
Mm-hmm.
And the bar didn't want us to film, and our video crew sort of whipped out some cameras anyway at the very end in the parking lot. And this woman actually runs up to Travis and rips the earphones off of his head and starts yelling at him.
We were in the parking lot. You couldn't even see the bar.
It looked like a mountain.
Jesus Christ, we just tipped your waitress $100
We asked you not to film.
Oh,
This has been the white trash edition of Roadkill. Thank you, goodbye.
how's this any different than any other Roadkill?
This is way more white trash. We
Oh
were in
my
Parker.
God.
We drank beer.
None of this is usable. He's just saving this for blackmail.
Yeah, he is.
These guys, they're in the Jeep when we get there at last call. They want it. Okay, we can't film here. Let's go down about a mile down the trail and we'll do the thing. We'll sign the title over and all that.
We weren't driving, by the way.
So we're drunk and we can't, you know, obviously drive anything. So they said, well, get in the back of our truck and we'll drive you. So we get in the back of this truck driven by a woman who had recently given birth. And I'm sitting next to an infant who's crying. And she's like, oh, you know, that's my baby. And I'm like, oh, you're very cute. She's like, he's crying. She's like, oh, just give me your finger. I'm covered in dirt. And I hand this baby my finger, and it's like grabbing onto it. And next thing you know, the truck in front of us, full of their friends, is firing a 9mm gun at the side of the mountain next to us.
Yeah.
It'll never ricochet,
It's
you know?
not good. This next scene is going to be from the episode with the mini bikes and the muscle truck and all of that. And it was in the credits of the original show. We're going to show you the whole thing about the Twix car.
The best part about going to the auto parts store is all the crazy stuff you're going to see in the parking lot. This is a mid-80s IROC Camaro done up in a Twix motif, but that's not the cool part. The cool part is some guys have alligator skin, you know, on their seats. Homeboy's got an alligator on his dash. I've seen it all. This car is so famous now. Every time it's for sale on Craigslist, somebody sends it to me.
It's like in Fresno or something now for sale.
Yeah.
And it's like $3 grand. We should buy it. This next clip is going to be me ramming Joe Sebragandio's little Trail 90 into the pole at the gas station.
Oh, hey, dude.
I thought you were going to say my bike was on fire.
Oh!
Whoa!
Good.
Tell me you got that.
Always be rolling.
You said go over 125, keep it over 139.
Really? Is that what I said? Didn't I say like 125 plus or minus 5? Isn't that kind of what I said?
Never heard the plus
Is that what
or minus.
well, plus or minus, yeah, the plus or minus is a little confusing.
Can
I know
ask
it's
for
tough.
leniency
Plus
on-
or minus, it's a complicated task. So the bottom line is, if you want to actually walk away from here with a license,
I do.
You actually have to run 125 plus or minus 5.
I'll put it right on 125.
So this is going to be when we
Keith
took
hates me.
the leaf-blown Monza to, I guess it was the Ohio Mile. That might have been
Yeah.
the first race of the Ohio Mile.
ECTA.
Yeah, and he was trying to license, which means that you need to show vehicle control by running in a specific mile-an-hour range, and that didn't happen. My buddy Keith decided to ream him a little bit for it.
Well, remember, you know, it was raining, threat of rain. We only thought we were going to get one pass. Well, we need to find out how fast it'll go. So I wasn't trying to go 125 at all. Sorry, Keith. I was trying to go as fast as humanly possible in this thing. And it went 138, you know? It's a good pass.
This next scene is some outtakes from the moment in Roadkill where we probably came closest to true real-life death ever, which was blowing a tire out on the Gremlin while we're flat towing the Prius. And I mean, tire blows straight off the highway and slid the thing 180 degrees.
That was the scariest part for me, is when we go down the embankment, every time a bush came in front of me, I thought it was a tree.
You're like, what's going to happen
I braced
next?
for it. I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
got through another one, not a tree.
At first, when that was happening, I was like, whoa! And then I wish there'd been an in-car camera. I went
But
like
you were
this.
asleep.
Yeah.
You were sleeping and we're going 70 and the tire blows and he goes, tire blew.
Yeah,
Boom.
exactly.
You woke up from a dead sleep and
I
knew
did.
the noise.
But I literally was going like this because I thought we were going
Oh,
over.
man. It's all sweaty.
I've forgotten about Al Gore.
I've been sitting here since 11 a.m. It's 100 degrees out. I have a dog in the car that's sweating to death. Half an hour ago, I called back and said, where's the tow truck? They said, oh, one of those cars, the registration's expired. We're not towing it.
And I remember I was like angry with them because I'm like, I am a 30-year customer. I've been here for 10 hours. You need to waive that policy and get me off the road now. And what's interesting is they called me back and they're like, okay, we've spoken to your home office. We're going to cover this. They came, they handled it. Everything was great. Like 3 months later, I get a letter where they threw me out of the auto club and I had to, you know, call and make amends, and I ultimately got back in by paying the tow bill. The near death wasn't the most annoying part of that entire scene. The most annoying part was trying to get that junk towed off the highway after the crash.
Which is why driving that tank was very therapeutic.
It was.
World's most fragile tank right there.
Yeah, you broke the tank. What'd you do? You knocked the tread off the tank?
Yeah, it has 6 gears. I used them all, and I guess the little rubber wheels.
They never had it that fast before.
No, and the little rubber wheels on the tracks just started disintegrating.
Right.
I didn't know. These are perfect for the new car. I want a set of these for the 55.
Yeah, this is walking around in Don Waldron's junkyard of cool old gassers and stuff. 8 or 9 Chevelle. Chevy truck,
Yeah,
33
so many
Willys.
So many Willys. The best part about his whole place is the wheel collection. Unreal amount of wheels.
People love junkyards.
Junkyards are great. It's like buried treasure.
Yep.
Even if it's all in one spot, you're gonna walk around and you're gonna go,
Oh, those are Henry J's.
what's
Look at
on
them
the
all.
other side of that?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Henry J's. Do you know why Henry J is called a Henry J?
Named after Henry J. Ford.
Henry J. Kaiser.
Kaiser?
It's a 38 Willys. That's a cat. That's a Edsel wagon. It's a 40 Willys. We've only been to a couple really good junkyards on Roadkill. CTC Auto Ranch, right? And then Turner's Auto Wrecking. We wish that we could stop and look at more stuff. When we're on Roadkill, we're usually on a schedule and we'll be driving in the car and go, whoa, did you see that? But then we have to keep going. And so you don't get to see a lot of our junk. Now we're gonna show you even more junk. This is gonna be outtakes from some of the other cars that we considered when we were at Turner's Auto Wrecking, where we bought our 50 GMC truck. How do they keep track of, some guy calls and goes, I need a 440 Chrysler pulley with air conditioning and, you know, cruise control or whatever. How do they find it?
There's one guy here.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Look at that. Ooh, Ranchero.
I was never into the Ranchero.
62
so.
or 3.
You know who drives those are college girls going to Long Beach.
And cruising Melrose being hipsters.
Yeah, they're just not my thing.
Wow.
22
olds?
Oh, it's
That's
still got
cool.
the crank on the front.
We can make that run. This is like a 54-ish kind of thing. Look how close the tires are to the rear of the car. 37 Ford.
You own one of these.
I know. Not as good though.
I hope this comes with the car.
Yeah.
Cats are big on the internet. That'll get a lot of views.
Aluminum V6 Vega.
I guess the driver tied one on that night or something.
I guess so.
Jesus.
Yeah,
This thing is hammered.
it is. It says take no parts. That probably means it runs.
Look at the dash. Those are probably the coolest gauges I've ever seen in my life.
They look like boobs. That's what makes them so good.
So there's 3 episodes about my 55 Chevy, and this one is where it all started. Before it was blasphemy. This was when we went to Oregon with nothing but a Hemi and a body and put a car together.
This is the only time Finnegan actually cried on camera during Roadkill.
Yeah. I'm gonna cry, man. I'm gonna cry. It's too cool. I've owned a lot of cars. I've had a bunch of cars, but not a single one of them ever like moved me to sit on the ground and just stare at it and cry like a little baby. This is literally like when my kid was born or when I got married or the first time I had sex. It's just pure joy. Oh, that was no joke. Like I was so just moved by the image of the stacks and the Hemi and oh yeah.
Has the car lived up to your expectation from that day?
Oh, it's the most fun I've had in a car in a long time. Except for, you know, Charger on gravel.
Right.
Charger on gravel
Unbeatable
ruined me.
day. Somebody asked me last week, what was your best day ever at Roadkill? I didn't even flinch. Oh, Charger at the rally school.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah! Yeah!
So am I going to see you in Las Vegas?
We kind of have to now. I mean, you came all the way down here. What do you live, 3 miles away? So
No, it's a little further than that.
So we should probably just drive 36 hours to Las Vegas.
That's cool.
It's only fair.
What are our odds?
Oh, yeah.
Your odds of making it?
Yeah. What are you going to bet us?
You
'Cause we
guys know that better than I do. I'm not even going there.
I was instructed never to bet you anything, ever. So what are we going to bet? If we make it to Vegas in this, what do we get?
Whatever passes you need to the races.
Ooh. That's a good deal right there.
We qualify Friday and Saturday, and eliminations are on Sunday. And you're welcome into the racetrack. Just send me a text, and I'll arrange for tickets and hospitality and some good meals.
I think we're going to Vegas.
Awesome. Thank you.
You have a bet, sir.
Sounds great. We'll see you there.
See, and you told me we needed something else to happen in this episode. There it is.
And this is where you bet Don Schumacher that we would show up in the Corvette to Las Vegas from Florida.
In
and then
3 days.
We failed at that. And then we told him we would come to Englishtown and see him, but we failed at that.
Yeah.
And then
We failed twice, and the third time we finally delivered. And,
Hanging
and the
out.
only reason we made it was we flew into Indy, bought a car 2 miles away, and drove it in.
right, we made it the whole 2 miles
That's
though.
right. We're
that
good.
gives us something. This next clip is going to show what happens when we turn on our Glimpse app, which is a thing on the phone where you can follow us on a live GPS tracker. And we did that on the 55 Chevy when we were driving all the way across the country. And as a result, almost every time we stopped, we had fans that came and hunted us down.
Yeah, we never got gas alone that entire trip.
How's it going?
Man, I don't get too celebrity awestruck. I just downloaded the app y'all use.
Oh, the
I was
Glimpse
like,
deal?
Holy cow, they are
Thanks.
coming through Flagstaff.
Cool.
I hopped in my truck, I was doing, don't let him hear this, Buck 10 trying to catch up to y'all.
Yeah?
Holy cow, man.
Cool.
I
Thanks
love
a
your
lot.
show. I just love it. My buddy's been trying to get me to watch it for years. I got all caught up about 2 months ago. Love it.
Yeah?
I hopped on the freeway and I caught up. So,
Awesome.
Hey, I'll let you guys get to it, but there isn't a chance I get you to take a picture of my little dog with you, would you?
Oh, sure.
Awesome. Let me
Yeah.
go get him.
Bring him. It's
Yeah.
like a puppy. He's so soft.
My friends will never believe me unless I do this.
Look at him. What's his name?
His name's Sinatra, Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra.
Old Blue Eyes.
Oh, wow.
Well, thank
Good
you
dog.
very much. Love the show.
Yeah?
Can't believe I caught you.
I'm glad you did. Thank you.
Take care.
See ya.
One of the things about the show where we took the muscle truck to the sand dunes and compared it to the Baja Bug is when we saw the final cut, there was no footage from inside the cars, which sort of rubbed us the wrong way.
Well, yeah,
So-
you missed all the fun.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
apparently we
epic.
dug up a little bit here, and the thing that's going to be more fun than either of us is going to be Fred from Dirt Every Day. Watch him in the muscle truck. This next clip is from the episode where we built the 68 Charger, which, by the way, went on forever. It took us like 8 months to shoot that episode. But this is hauling, I think, the Fury from one place to another in the Macho Grande. And a lot of people always ask, hey, we want these shows to be longer. We want to see what goes on. You really don't. We spend so much time in the car together, they just run out of things to say, trying to be funny, aren't, and here's proof.
Let's do Battle of the 80s versus the 90s. You do the van, I'll do the mini truck. And our challenge is to take two period correct and completely played out vehicles and try to update them in a way that makes them less offensive.
Well, the van is 70s.
Okay, take the 70s, whatever. I don't care. But we take just, they're offensive. Like mine is Pepto pink with 15-inch wheels.
Heartbeat
and-
graphic.
Yeah, too many subwoofers. And yours is,
License plate crooked embedded in the tailgate.
yours has like a bubble window in the back and
Naked lady being slayed by a dragon.
yeah, a mural on the
Mural.
side of it. Yeah, all of that.
Yeah.
We take them to Concourse, Pebble Beach, and let's see whose is the least offensive.
Well, we phoned that one in, didn't we? But don't worry, Roadkill is coming back. As a matter of fact, next month, we have that going on. It's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, look at all the amazing fab work that we did not do.
That's right.
I did put the zip ties on though.
In the meantime, go check out all the other Roadkill episodes. We found a lot of fans are telling us that they don't realize we've got, what, this is like number 34 or something like that?
Yeah, a lot of stuff out there people haven't even seen.
Yeah, go look at the playlist. Go to the MotorTrend channel, click on playlists, select Roadkill, and you can go to the smorgasbord of episodes to check out. And it'll be way more entertaining than what you just watched. Word. We promise.